Hello students, welcome back to Kiran's English Hub. So far we are done with 6th unit and B, reading B. And in this video, I'm going to explain you the next lesson, that is C, that is Metro with a Mission. Let us see this lesson here. And as you can know, as you can see, the theme of this unit is art and culture. Here in Metro with a Mission, you are going to read about a person who is so good at one of the talents. So let us see what the talent is and let us see who that is. So you can immediately in the first page itself can see a man who is having different dance poses. Let us see why he is giving that poses and who that man is. So reading C, Maestro with a Mission. So the 18-year-old lad, a dropout from the school, left his house with just 2 rupees in order to realize a dream. It was the passionate dream he was driven by. This man whom you are seeing on the screen, when he was 18 years old, lad in the sense boy, LAD, lad in the sense boy, he left the school. He was a school dropout. He discontinued his school life and he left his house also with just 2 rupees in his hands to realize his dream. So that dream was a passionate dream he was driven by. He always had the dream in his mind, right? So he wanted to elevate the status of an art form from he had art form he had learned from his great gurus. He decided to dedicate his life for the enrichment of that art form. Why did he leave his home? Why did he leave his school? He wanted to elevate. He wanted to show the status of an art form. There is an art form that he had learned from his gurus. Guru in the sense teachers. Okay, guru is a Telugu form and also a Sanskrit form. Okay, a teacher or a trainer who teaches you some art form is called as guru. Okay, so this man, he decided to dedicate all his life for the enrichment in the sense for the development of that art form. So let us see what he did. So the lad left his house for Madras, now called Chennai, about 400 kilometers away from his place. The place where he started was a village about 50 meters away from Vijayawada in Krishna district. He walked all the way. On his long way, he fed himself on plantains and water. Finding the condition of the lad, a station master at at Venkatachalam offered him a full meal. Here, not at. Okay, there is an error here. Okay, his name is Venkatachalam. So here, this lad, this boy, he left to Madras. He started a journey to Madras that is 400 kilometers away from his home, and his hometown is 50 kilometers away from Vijayawada. So this man, he just walked all the way 50 meters to Vijayawada, from his village to Vijayawada. That is 50 kilometers distance. Just imagine. And when he went to Vijayawada, there was a station master who saw his condition, and this station master Venkatachalam, he offered him a full meal. He gave him some food. Okay, that is a help. And throughout his journey, he survived on these plantains and water wherever he can buy them and eat them. They are very they are with handy. They are with cheap price. Next one. Where are you going, dear? The station master asked. No reply came. The lad looked at the endless sky. The lad was Vempati Chinna Satyam, who later came to be known as Dr. Vempati Chinna Satyam. And the place where he started from was Kuchipudi, and the art form he was passionate about, Kuchipudi. So here, looking at the condition of the boy, the station master asked him, like, Where are you going, my dear son? And all. But there was no reply. And you know now who that boy is? The boy is Vempati Chinna Satyam, who later was known as Dr. Vempati Chinna Satyam. See here, he was a normal guy who was not having any doctorate, and later he was known by everybody as Dr. Vempati Chinna Satyam. And he was from a place which is called as Kuchipudi, and the art form that he was also very passionate about is called as Kuchipudi. That Kuchipudi is a dance form. Kuchipudi, Bharatanatyam, Kathakali, all these are the art forms, dance forms. Okay. Now, all the story about Satyam and Kuchipudi becomes meaningless if you really don't know certain facts about Kuchipudi. So, before we could know the truths about Satyam and about Kuchipudi, like if we do not know what is Kuchipudi and all, then there won't be any meaning. Like, we won't value this person who is so great at this form, art form. Let us see what is this Kuchipudi. So the dance form originated in the village of Kuchipudi. For a long time, the art was performed at temples at the time of annual festivals and in streets on the demand of the people. Initially, it was a male oriented dance form. Even female roles were played by men. What a surprise! Great gurus like Vedantan Lakshminarayana, Chinta Krishnamurti enriched and transformed it and welcomed women in to play different roles. So, this Kuchipudi dance form is originated in the village of Kuchipudi. The village name itself is Kuchipudi. So, this used to be performed in the annual festivals, in the temples, and also whenever the people they wanted some entertainment, people used to call these people, and there used to be this dance form. In the olden days people didn't have these theaters and all. Okay, the only entertainment was this type of dances, some dramas on the stage directly, right? So if you like don't know about all those things, you can ask your parents or grandparents, they will tell you very well about it. Okay, students, so here this dance form, it was initial in the sense, in the beginning it used to be performed by male players only, like men used to uh, dance very much in this. And there were women roles, but even the women role also used to be played by the men, because women they didn't they were not allowed that easily onto the stages, right? So because of that, men used to perform even the women roles, okay, wearing all the costume, all the saris and dresses. But later some great people like Vedantam Lakshmi Narayana and Chinta Krishnamurti, all these people, they have given importance even for the women to come onto the stages and perform this Kuchipudi dance form. So they produced many dance dramas and choreographed several solo items. Thus, the transformation of dance was complete. So, all these great gurus, they have developed many dance dramas, and also they have choreographed. You know choreography, right? Giving a training to the dancers is called as choreography. So they have even choreographed some solo items, songs, and because of all their greatness, and because of all their dedication, there was complete transformation of this dance. It was different from the days when men played the female roles. Now women play even men roles. Yet it was not much popular, and it was not recognized on a par with other classical dances till 1958. So till 1958, it was just like a common dance, just like a dance form. Initially, men used to play the men roles, men used to play the women roles. But after some time, excuse me, even women started to take the roles, and surprisingly, even women played the role of the men. Okay, women, they didn't only play the role of the woman, They also played the role of the men in that dance forms. And though it was like very much prevalent in the villages, it was not that much popular till 1958. Till 1958, there was no much recognition for this Kuchipudi dance form. And if we move to the next paragraph here, Satyam was too big in his aspiration and too small in his achievements. He faced many hardships in his childhood. He had a strong desire to learn Kuchipudi. In spite of that, he was humiliated by a teacher in his village. The teacher said, "Don't attempt to learn Kuchipudi again. You are unfit for it." He made this comment in the presence of his friends. Some ridiculed him, but some others sympathized with him, and then died his father. So he had to feed his four sisters and mother. Beyond this, Satyam was interested in nothing but his favorite art form with some rudimentary knowledge of it. This is hardly of any use to a person with a lofty desire. Lofty desire in the sense big or huge desire. So here, Satyam, he had huge dream in this Kuchipudi dance. He had so much of intentions to become a great dancer in Kuchipudi. But coming to his achievements, they were very small. He didn't achieve anything which is so big. So he had faced many hardships in the sense like difficulties and problems when he was a kid, when he was in his childhood. He had also a strong desire. He had so much of interest, but he was humiliated by a teacher who was teaching him Kuchipudi in his village. So because of that, see, the teacher said, "Don't attempt to learn Kuchipudi again. You are unfit for it." If a teacher says this, how do you feel? If some teacher, see the students who are listening to this class mostly would be as some aspirants, and some of them you are students. So if at all someone says, "No, you are unfit for it, don't prepare for your exams and all," how do you feel? This guy felt the same. And here, in the presence of all his friends, he was scolded by the teacher. So he felt humiliated, and some other friends, they also sympathized him, and some ridiculed him, some commented him. And after that, his father also was dead. And since then, he had to take care of his four sisters. He has to feed them, he has to earn money, and he had to feed those four sisters. And beyond all this, apart from all these things, he was interested in nothing but his favorite art form. And he had only rudimentary knowledge, in the sense little knowledge about it. He doesn't know complete dance styles and all. He only knew little basic knowledge, that's it. And there was no use of it at all. Whatever the dance form that whatever the dance skills that they were like only little ones. He cannot make use of them anywhere. Let us see here. Tadepalli Peraya Sastri and Vedantam Lakshmi Narayana Sastri taught him the difficult aspects of Kuchipudi style and inspired him. Satyam developed a genuine and ardent interest towards the art form. He sometimes sold his meal tickets to watch the dance programs in the Chennai, in Chennai. So he only wanted to liberate Kuchipudi from the clutches of insignificance and oblivion. So here, Tadepalli Peraya Sastri and Vedantam Lakshminarayana Sastri. These two are the gurus who taught this Vempati Chinna Satyam the difficult aspects, the difficult movements, all the difficult styles, and different steps of Kuchipudi. So even Satyam also, he developed a genuine and ardent interest. He had so much of interest, and he was so genuine in that. He also sometimes sold even his meal tickets. Okay, so these people, when they go for the trainings and all, usually it was all situated, the movies and all, everything, it was situated in Chennai, that is Madras. So there they used to get these meal tickets. So some of the great people, even some like movie actors also, who were trained in Madras and all. They used to sell their meal tickets to watch some movies and all. So just like them, Vempati Chinna Satyam also, he used to sell his tickets to watch the dance programs and all, these Kuchipudi dance programs. Okay, so he wanted to liberate Kuchipudi from the clutches of insignificance. Insignificance in the sense there was no importance for Kuchipudi dance form. He wanted to bring importance to this Kuchipudi dance form. That was only his intention in his mind. He wanted to make it great in the sight of all the people. Let us see the next paragraph here. With encouragement from his cousin Vempati Pedda Satyam, Vempati Chinna Satyam tried his luck in Telugu film world. Can the Telugu film lovers forget the dance sequences in Nartanashala, Devadasu, and Pandava Vanavasam? Even now, the film admirers become nostalgic when they recollect the sequences. Thus, Dr. Vempati had covered a niche in Telugu films as well as the dance director. So here he worked hard, and with the encouragement from his cousin, whose name is Vempati Pedda Satyam, he, our hero of this lesson, who is Vempati Chinna Satyam, he tried his luck in the Telugu film industry. And students, like, now you know only few names like Bahubali, all these things. If you like are ever interested to watch some of the old movies, black and white movies, once watch these movies, which are Nartanashala, Devadasu, and Pandavanavasam. There in that movies, Dr. Vempati Chinnasatam, he choreographed the Kuchipudi dance forms, and the Telugu dance lovers or the Kuchipudi dance lovers, they won't forget those dance sequences. Okay, they were like, like meticulous, marvelous. So with the entrance into this Telugu film industry, see Dr. Vempati Satyam, Dr. Vempati, he carved a niche. That means he carved a way for the into the Telugu film industry as a director and also as a dancer, as a dance director. So here, Dr. Vempati was not satisfied with his success in the tinsel world. His desire to popularize Kuchipudi grew stronger. He established Kuchipudi Art Academy for this purpose in Madras in 1963. As many as 180 solo items and 15 dance dramas were composed and choreographed by Dr. Vempati. Those have been performed all over the world. He composed his first dance drama, Sri Krishna Parijatam, followed by Sagara Madanam. Both were received well by the audience all around the world and brought laurels to Vempati. Laurels in the sense praisings. Okay, appraisals. So here, Dr. Vempati was not satisfied with this little choreography in the movies and all. He had something big intention in his mind. So his desire was to popularize Kuchipudi grew stronger, and he wanted to, make it popular. And he even established a Kuchipudi Art Academy in 1963 in Madras, and as many as 180 solo dance items and 15 dance dramas. They were all choreographed, composed and choreographed by Dr. Vempati. Just imagine 180 solo items in the sense it's not ordinary. It is not as you just switch on some DJ song and go and dance. Kuchipudi is not that easy. Okay, you won't be even able to perform a perfect one solo dance even if you practice for 1 month. It is too hard. But here he even composed and choreographed 180 solo art form, dance forms. Just imagine. And here those have been performed. All these dance forms have been performed all over the world. He also composed his first dance drama, that is Sri Krishna Parijatam, which is also followed by, that means the next dance drama was Kisara Sagara Madanam. Okay, so these both dance dramas were very well received by all the audience across the world, not just in Telangana or not just in Andhra Pradesh or not just in India, but they are all received, by the audience who are across the globe. Some of the masterpieces like Padmavati Srinivasa Kalyanam, composed by Dr. Vempati, are the symbols of depth of his knowledge and mastery over Kuchipudi. So here there is another masterpiece which is Padmavati Srinivasa Kalyanam, which is also composed by Dr. Vempati. This shows the symbol of the depth of his knowledge and also the mastery over Kuchipudi. So see, at first he just had a thought to become a Kuchipudi dancer. Later he wanted to introduce Kuchipudi to all the people. Later he even entered into Telugu film industry, and he didn't stop with that. He even wanted to popularize it, familiarize it, and later he even had the depth knowledge into Kuchipudi art form. He knew all the roots of the Kuchipudi dance form, and he even composed the masterpiece which is Padmavati Srinivasa Kalyanam, which is another famous one which is received by all the people who are over the globe. So he had an ability to communicate each nuance of the dance form to connoisseurs and laypersons equally well. So even a layperson in the sense a person who didn't study, who doesn't know anything about education, he's called as a layperson. All the people used to receive and understand the dance, the styles, the movements that he was performing equally. Okay, so his dance form was not only for the like high class people or the people who are educated, but it was for even an ordinary man. So it was all equally received by all the people. So Dr. Vempati distinguished disciples include Shantarao, Yamini Krishnamurti, uh, Vaijayantimala Bali, Hema Malini, Manju Bhargavi, Shobha Naidu, Balakondal Rao, and Daggubati Purandeshwari, etc. Okay, so we might not have heard all these names, but last one, Daggubati Purandeshwari, is a little known. Okay, so every one of these disciples takes pride in being disciple of Dr. Vempati. So Dr. Vempati, after he became master of this Kuchipudi dance form, he also had become guru for these many famous people. Okay, all these people were the disciples of Dr. Vempati. Okay, so they learned Kuchipudi from Dr. Vempati. So, for all that he had done to the development and emergence of Kuchipudi to a full fledged dance form, Dr. Vempati was rightly conferred the much coveted Padma Bhushan title by the government of India. Andhra University awarded him an honorary doctorate in 1980. Sri Venkateswara University Tirupati honored him with an honorary degree, doctorate in literature in 1983. So just look at the awards that he got. Okay, so since he had done so much of development, and since he had brought up this Kuchipudi dance form into the minds, since he has brought the greatness to this Kuchipudi dance form, he was awarded Padma Bhushan, okay, which is the title usually given by government of India for the people who are great to the country. So later, Andhra University also it awarded doctorate in 1980. Venkateshwara University Tirupati it honored him with a doctorate in literature in 1983. And Dr. Satyam was presented with Golden Key by the mayor of Miami in USA, Stephen P. Clark, in the year 1981. He also got the Golden Key, the title Golden Key from Miami, USA. He was chosen for the Sangeet Natak Academy Fellowship, and Rajalakshmi Foundation Madras presented the Rajalakshmi Award. So he was also selected for the Sangeet Natak Academy Fellowship. Later, he was also awarded Rajalakshmi award from Madras, that is from Madras Rajalakshmi Foundation. Next, there are only few to mention. There are so many feathers in his cap. There are so many feathers in his cap in a sense. Only, these are the only few awards which are mentioned in our text. But there are many more other awards, tens of awards that he got. So in the year 1976, the TTD made Satyam the Asthana Natacharya. TTD Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, TTD, you know, right? So it even made him the Asthana Natacharya. Asthana Natacharya in the sense a person who serves in particular kingdom, Asthana, particular place, right? So here he was the Asthana Natyacharya for this TTD in Tirumala. So he was born to Venkatachalamaya and Varalakshmi on 5th October 1929. He led an illustrious life of 83 years and he breathed his last on 28 July 2012. He was survived by his wife Suraj Lakshmi, two sons and three daughters. So this is little background about his birth and death. So his parents' names are this. He was born on 15th October 1928. So he was passed on 29th July 2012. He has two sons and three daughters. Next one, all the Telugu speakers identify themselves with Kuchipudi. Okay, see, one state has one style of art forms, right? So when we say Andhra or when we say Telangana, immediately there is an art form name that comes to the minds of the people. That is Kuchipudi immediately. Just look at the importance that Dr. Vempati has given to the Kuchipudi. It was just like a local or tribal type of art form, which was only known to few people who are in the villages. But he made this art form so famous around the globe, and immediately when people say Andhra or when people say Kuchipudi, they remember all the Telugu people, right? So he made it just like the dance form of the state. The rest of the world looks at Kuchipudi and Dr. Vempati's stupendous work with reverent eyes. Kuchipudi has established itself on a par with other classical dance forms of India like Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Kathakali. Countless people worked for Kuchipudi, but Dr. Vempati remains the source of inspiration to such people and remains at the center stage of Kuchipudi's surge as a classical dance form in modern India. Hence, he can rightly be called maestro with a mission. So, the rest of the world, it looks at Kuchipudi and Dr. Vempati's stupendous work with reverent eyes in the sense with respect eyes. And Kuchipudi, it has established its name equally with all the other classical dance forms. Like Bharatanatyam, we immediately recognize it. If we say Kathak, we immediately come to know it. We say Kathakali, we come to know it. But previously, when we say Kuchipudi, people didn't recognize it. But with the you know the importance that Dr. Vempati had given to Kuchipudi, he made this so famous and equally respectable with the other dance forms. And here there are many people, not just Dr. Vempati, there are many countless people who had worked very hard for the enrichment of this Kuchipudi, but Dr. Vempati is known as the source of inspiration to all the people who learn Kuchipudi. And he can, because of all his achievements, because of all these efforts which he made to bring up Kuchipudi as the famous dance form, he can be rightly called as the maestro with a mission. So next one, here we have glossary. Let us go through the glossary. Passion is a strong feeling, not fashion. Fa is different. Pa is fashion is just like modernity, style. But here passion is a desire, the strong feeling that we have. Next, choreography is an art form of arranging steps for dance. Choreographing. Okay. Next, ardent in the sense serious, that is adjective. Oblivion, state of being unnoticed. Next, carve a niche, that means build a reputation. Carve a niche in the sense build a starting to build a reputation. Next, Reverent in the sense filled with honor, filled with respect. Next one, nuance is subtle difference. Next, connoisseur is a judge of an art form. Next, coveted is liked by everyone. Coveted is liked by everyone to have. Stupendous is amazingly large, so big. This is the glossary that you have. So with this we complete the text, which is Master with the Mission. That with this also we complete the sixth unit, and in the next unit I'll be teaching you Bones Are Life part 1, that is women empowerment. Okay, the theme of that whole unit is going to be women empowerment. Okay students, so thank you for watching. See you in the next video.